Shiba Inu, once a meme coin sensation, shocked the world with its meteoric rise, turning small investments into fortunes. But after the hype faded, the crypto market cooled, and SHIB's price slumbered. Now, whispers of a comeback are stirring. Is Shiba Inu just resting, or preparing for another leap? To answer that, we need to look past the headlines and hype. The next bull run will be different, built on real utility, not just viral memes. Why did the last surge end? What's changed in the market since? Understanding these shifts is key to predicting SHIB's future. Today, the crypto space is maturing, with investors demanding substance over speculation. Let's dive into what could shape Shiba Inu's next chapter, and whether it's ready to rise again. The crypto market, like the ocean, has its storms, bull runs and bear markets. These cycles can be sudden and dramatic, catching even experienced investors off guard. When the waters are calm, optimism runs high, but when the storm hits, panic can spread quickly. Shiba Inu soared with the tide, riding a wave of excitement and speculation. But when the party ended, prices crashed just as quickly, leaving many wondering what went wrong. The main culprit? A market-wide shift, not just SHIB's flaws. The entire crypto space was hit by a sudden change in sentiment, and Shiba Inu was swept along with it. Early investors cashed out, triggering a domino effect of fear and selling. As prices fell, more people rushed to exit, amplifying the crash. As inflation rose and stimulus money dried up, fewer people gambled on risky assets. The easy money that fueled the rally was gone, replaced by caution and uncertainty. This crypto winter weeded out weak projects, exposing those that were built on hype rather than substance. It forced survivors to build real value, pushing teams to innovate and strengthen their foundations if they wanted to last. For Shiba Inu, it was a test. Could it evolve beyond meme status and prove it had staying power in a tough market? The downturn forced developers to focus on substance, not just hype. They had to deliver real products, not just promises. Only projects that build during the winter are ready for the next spring. The harsh conditions separate the dreamers from the doers. Shiba Inu's survival through this period is a sign of resilience. It weathered the storm while many others faded away. The question now, has it built enough to thrive when the market turns? Investors are watching closely, looking for signs of real progress. The answer lies in what's been built, not just in price charts, but in the technology, the community, and the vision for the future. Let's see what's changed under the hood, and whether Shiba Inu is truly ready for the next chapter. Shiba Inu's fate is tied to decisions made by central banks, whose policies ripple through every corner of the financial world, including the crypto market. The most influential of these is the U.S. Federal Reserve, which sets the tone for global interest rates and investor sentiment. When the Fed lowers interest rates, borrowing becomes cheaper and investors often seek higher returns in riskier assets like crypto, driving up demand and prices. But when inflation spikes, the Fed raises rates to cool things down. This makes loans and mortgages more expensive, and suddenly, safer investments like bonds become more appealing than volatile assets. As a result, money flows out of crypto, causing prices to drop and market sentiment to turn cautious. Retail and institutional investors alike start to rethink their strategies, often pulling back from riskier bets. The last bull run was fueled by cheap money and easy credit, while the recent downturn was triggered by tightening policies and higher rates. Big investors move funds to safer havens, draining liquidity from the crypto market and leaving smaller players exposed to volatility. But these cycles don't last forever. Financial markets are always shifting, and what goes down can eventually rise again. When rates eventually fall, risk appetite returns, and so does capital, often sparking new rallies and renewed optimism in crypto. That's why watching the Fed is now as important as watching crypto charts. Economic news can move the market as much as any blockchain upgrade. The next rate cut could be the spark for a new rally, igniting fresh interest and investment in coins like SHIB. For SHIB holders, macroeconomics matter more than ever. Understanding these forces can help you navigate the ups and downs of the market. The next chapter for crypto may be written in the halls of the Fed, where every decision can shape the future of your investments. To survive, Shiba Inu had to become more than a meme. Enter Shibarium, a Layer 2 solution making SHIB transactions faster and cheaper. By moving activity off the congested Ethereum mainnet, Shibarium slashes fees and boosts efficiency. Every transaction burns a bit of SHIB, slowly reducing supply. The ecosystem is expanding too, with projects like Shiba Eternity, a strategic card game bringing SHIB to gamers worldwide. These moves create real use cases, not just speculation. Shibarium and Shiba Eternity mark a shift from hype to utility. The project's future now depends on adoption, not just viral tweets. If these innovations catch on, SHIB could become a true utility token. The meme is evolving into a platform. The next bull run may depend on what's being built right now. Technology matters, but community is truly Shiba Inu's secret weapon and driving force. The SHIB Army, a global, passionate collective, drives the project's momentum and ongoing success. They're not just investors, they're marketers, supporters, and builders, all working together. During the last bull run, their energy and excitement turned SHIB into a phenomenon. In tough times, they stick around, supporting development and always spreading the word. Developers engage directly with the community, fostering a real sense of ownership. This decentralized spirit truly sets SHIB apart from traditional projects in the space. As new products launch, the SHIB Army's enthusiasm will be crucial for widespread adoption. The code is important, but the community is truly the engine that keeps it moving. Ignore the SHIB Army, and you miss the very heart of Shiba Inu. Their passion and commitment could be the difference in the next cycle. Crypto markets, like all financial markets, move in repeating cycles: accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown. Understanding these phases is crucial for anyone looking to navigate the ups and downs of investing. After a crash, when fear dominates and prices are low, smart investors quietly accumulate assets. This is when opportunity is greatest, but it often feels the riskiest. Next comes the markup phase. Prices surge, optimism returns, and FOMO kicks in. The public starts piling in, driving prices even higher as excitement builds. At the top, early buyers begin to sell to latecomers. This is the distribution phase, where profits are taken and risk quietly shifts to new investors. The cycle ends with markdown. Panic selling sets in. Prices fall sharply, and pessimism takes over. Many investors exit at a loss, setting the stage for the next cycle. Shiba Inu, like many cryptocurrencies, has recently weathered both the markdown and accumulation phases, showing resilience through volatility. These cycles are a normal part of every market. They're not a sign of failure, but a natural rhythm that repeats over time. The key for investors is surviving the winter, those tough, cold periods, and building for the next spring when growth returns. Not every project survives, but those that do can thrive in the next bull run, reaping the rewards of patience and preparation. For SHIB, its future will depend on strong fundamentals, an active community, and ongoing development. These are the seeds for long-term success. The next phase of the market cycle could be just around the corner, bringing new opportunities and challenges. Recognizing where we are in the cycle helps investors avoid panic, make informed decisions, and seize opportunities others might miss. The big question now, after all the ups and downs, is Shiba Inu ready for the next markup phase? And will you be ready to act when it comes? What's next for Shiba Inu? The days of easy meme coin riches are gone. Now, success depends on real utility, adoption, and strong fundamentals. Shibarium must prove itself as a fast, cheap, and reliable network. Projects like Shiba Eternity need to attract real users, not just speculators. Broader market conditions, especially interest rates, will play a big role, but only projects that built during the bear market will shine in the next cycle. The SHIB Army's energy will amplify every success. Shiba Inu has evolved from a meme to a serious ecosystem. The journey ahead requires patience and focus on progress, not hype. Whether SHIB leads the next bull run is uncertain, but it's positioned as a contender. The sleeping giant may be waking up with a plan this time.